After yesterday's game, I was under 1400 and I wanted to do the same thing to kind of do some homework on the side, play some games to make that bounce back so the recordings could stay in that range. I had very mixed results last night. In fact, played some pretty poor chess overall. So since then, I mean, I had quite a few losses, some draws, some wins. But I managed to stop the bleeding, and I just, kind of said, all right, enough is enough. I'm gonna just park it here. Um, but the goal is that these recordings that I'm making, it's not a rating climb or anything like that. These recordings are for myself, just to learn and hopefully improve from those. And I knew just even staying in the 1400 range, given that my highest rating is only 1413, was going to be a challenge anyway. So my goal is not necessarily to, like I said, stay in the 1400s or to have some kind of like peak goal. I'm doing these mainly just for myself to learn from my mistakes, seeing these recordings play out, and just understanding where I went wrong, and hopefully not make those mistakes again. So, but hopefully we can be on the upward trend and try that today. All right, here we go. Not a bullet game. Let's do some rapid. And as you can tell from last night's games, I landed here, so quite a bit lower than what I was, but it's all right. Sicilian, so usually play the Scotch against the Sicilian. And when they challenge, I usually just take this knight. I don't know if it's good. We'll find out in the game review. But that's what I've been doing. I don't really want him to double my pawns yet, so it's going to go here. Trying to think of plans here. I don't know if I want to castle kingside or... I'm going to go here. And then castle, and then free to move some pieces around. Maybe reroute this knight. Okay. Or maybe I just want to launch an attack on this side and castle this way. Not sure. Probably not with this open file. That would be bad. No, we're going to go this way. I made that mistake in one of my games last night. After this file is opened up, castling over here just invites a lot of attention on that file. So, and I don't need that. Okay, he is going to take. Which gives me the bishop pair. And isn't that just a free pawn? I don't see why not. I don't know if he can punish me for taking it. I'm going to take it. Wow, okay, he pre-moved that. Huh. Okay. Wow, this guy, I don't know if this is all prep or what. For he's just trying to pressure me on the clock here. I feel like I can do this. Just to kick that knight out of there. Where does he go? This seems fine. I'm going to do it. This is undefended still. Gotta not forget about that. Okay. Still doesn't address this problem. And I need to get rid of this, or get this out of here. Thinking about just pulling it back. put this back here. His knight. I don't know, he doesn't really have any good squares. I don't want... If he goes there, I would take it with my bishop. I would take it here with my bishop. He's got a... That was the idea. I didn't even see this fork. Literally yesterday, I fell for that same exact thing. I mean, obviously I have no choice but to take. But, yeah, this is probably not good for me. Wait. Does that in between move work? I don't think so. Because now I can just save my rook. Still missing very obvious things. That fork was very obvious and I just missed it. So, really no excuse for that. This is under attack. But he's got to move his bishop, so I have time. Not sure how I really defend it though. I could push this pawn. Gives my bishop a square to go back to. And tempo his queen. And my rook will laterally defend it. So I'm thinking pushing this pawn is a choice. I can obviously push this one as well. Yeah, I think I'll push this one. Because what does this threaten? Nothing. He just saved it. Yeah, I think this is alright. I'm gonna move this. And now I can go back here with my bishop. Maybe work my queen over here. Targeting this square. These are ideas. I don't know if they're good ones, but it's a pretty slow plan. Well, I don't feel like this is a lost position. It's not great, but it's not. I don't feel like it's lost either. My pawns are in better shape as well than his, so this is a backward pawn. Can't really see a good way of targeting it though. Where is he gonna move? Here? Does this come back? This rook maybe? I don't think he'll do that. Can't forget about this pawn. So this rook can't really move right now. Unless I'm willing to push these. I think my candidate moves are here though. Okay. Yeah, that seems... So if I go there, he pushes this. Then I have to move again. I just lose a tempo. Rather than gaining a tempo. If I could get my queen here, that would be a fork. But I mean, that's such a slow plan. And I know he wants to play this. Maybe I just prevent that. Push this pawn. I'll try that. And then put my bishop here. Okay. Well, he's still got the same idea. If he takes, I can take. He takes, I take. I think all of that is fine. My king could get back ranked here, so it's still problematic. I might have to push a pawn. Or push these. Yeah, I'm not sure. Kind of a complicated position. I do want to give my king some breathing space, but then it's dark square bishop, and I once again put all my pawns on dark squares if I do it that way, which is not ideal. And his got a light squared bishop. I mean, I guess that's good that he wouldn't be able to target any of them with his bishop, but yeah, he's going to do this. So I think this is okay. Question is, which way do I take? This way or this way? Do I want trades? I mean, this rook is already in position behind this one. I think this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way, I think. Keep the pieces on the board, I guess, for now. I'll probably regret that decision later, but it is what it is. Now if we can pile up on this, maybe we can bring... Nope, can't bring that rook there. Because this thing is guarding that square. Okay. Why did he go there? What does that do? What does that do? Nothing other than avoids being on a dark square. Well, let's give my king some room. I don't know what else to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to get back ranked. It's just basic mistake to avoid. If I have to move these pieces, I don't want to have a piece landing there and checkmating me. Of course, his queen landing there would still be checkmate, so I can't allow this. Be nice to trade the queens off. Maybe I can go here. Just get rid of the queens. Yeah, what? He just wants to stop these pawns? I don't know about that. What's my worst piece? This guy's got a job. This guy is really not doing much. Can't really make any threats with him, though. This bishop is not doing great. Taking too much time. I'm going to push this for now. Oh, he's going to double up on this. Can I add a defender? Yeah, I can bring my queen over. Everything's on dark squares. Except for this queen, which means this bishop really is not doing anything. Of course, he's got everything on light. Now I need a plan. If he moves this, I have to defend here. Can't with this, unless I move it over here, but that puts it on a light square. Go here with my queen, and go here with my queen. Both of those defend. I don't know. Hard to come up with a plan here. We're kind of locking it up. Yep, he does that. So here or here? I think here. Oh. Wow. Wow, guys. I feel like just resigning. That's a shame. How unfortunate. And this is kind of what I mean. I'm not seeing threats. I was not even seeing the fact that my queen and my king would be lined up. That's just such beginner mistakes that I'm making. But I'm gonna just go here. I mean, the game's over, but we'll play it out. If he does something stupid, I could back rank him, but I don't think he's gonna do that. Okay. Can't even get in front of it because his queen is there. So, let's get behind it. This is completely lost, but there might be something to learn from the remainder of the game here. That's the only reason why I'm still playing. And a rule of thumb, I generally like to make the person checkmate me. Give them the satisfaction of a checkmate, but plus also just, it's a skill that you need to develop even in a winning position is finding that checkmate and finishing the game. So let's go here. And this is lost. I mean, there's no surviving this. Oh, he's gonna give me the pawn because of this, but I don't have to do that. Check. Afterward. Just preventing the check. I mean, it's not doing much. Yeah. Let's move my king. I'm gonna get it next to this pawn, I guess. Hits this. There's nothing I can do to really save that. I'll go here. Yeah, I'll just take it. There's nothing I can do. Yep. Hits this, hits this. He can just take it now. Or not. Or do that. Discover check. It's even better. I'm just playing fast now. He's only got a minute, which is enough time. Anybody with even remotely decent bullet skills should be able to checkmate me. That's mate, but there's no blocking. Yeah, that's mate. He goes 8. Oh, no, I guess he didn't have a mate because I had my rook here. One more block. Yeah, that's all I've got. One more block. Good game to my opponent. I guess he's going to stall. He thinks that I should revisit. What? Why didn't he take? I mean, is this just trolling or what? Okay. Yeah. Okay. That does it. Let's look at the game review. I'll get a win eventually. Like I said before, I'm not sure if these doing these recordings while I'm playing is a good idea. I mean, it wasn't the worst game. It definitely wasn't as bad as yesterday, but I think doing these recordings at the same time does make it a little more difficult. Opponent played a really good game, 90% accuracy. These game ratings at the bottom, these mean absolutely nothing. So if you're looking at those don't mean anything at all. All right. Let's see where I went wrong. I mean, we know where I went wrong. I blundered my queen. Everything up to this point was pretty solid, actually. Man. Yeah, and that fork. Once again, I'm falling for forks. When the king, or when a knight gets near your king, you really gotta pay attention. That was actually the best move for him, was to not just take the rook, take the bishop instead. Okay. Even all this was fine. That was wrong. Yeah, opening up this diagonal was really bad. So pawn pushes are costly. What should I have done? Just pulled back. Okay. And we saw the blunder. Yeah. Basic and obvious mistake. And from this point, the game's over. But was there any... Did I ever have any moves that would have made this more difficult? Okay, so going back toward my rook would have been better, but okay. And same there. I could have saved my rook. Yeah, I could have saved my... Now, that's instructional. Save the bishop and defend the rook. Save both pieces by a defensive move. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I mean, not that it would have changed the course of the game, but that's a very instructional point there. Save your piece and defend at the same time. That's a similar concept when you make a knight move, where the knight captures and defends at the same time. So, okay. I mean, it gives best move at this point, but these are all mostly forced. It's like there is no best move. These are, yeah, and that's it. Okay, try again next time.